Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, as you can kind of tell by this box, it says limited edition on it, but we're going to be taking a look at a really cool Wii knife. It comes to us from Justin over at Tier 1 Gear and Reviews. He's very nice to loan out a couple of knives, 3 or 4 to be exact, to check out, and this is one of them. It's the Wii Upshot, and it is definitely a limited edition, and it's a really, I'll tell you, I'll tell you right now, I'm really digging this knife. But kind of what we're dealing with here, obviously, you got this kind of special box. You've got instructions, of course. You have the cleaning cloth, and then you have this really cool certificate. You know, just kind of tells you about the knife, what's it all. But as you can see there, this is number 145 of 410. So it's a pretty limited edition knife. So that's pretty cool. And again, I'm just really thankful that Justin loaned this out to us to check out. So I'm going to put all this stuff off to the side real quick, and we're going to take a look at the Upshot. Now, I mean, if you've been with the channel for any period of time, once I get into showing this knife, you're probably going to see easily why I really dig it. But as you can see there, you've got a full titanium frame, really open construction, which is cool. Then you've kind of got those bronzed posts there. Very cool. Like I said, open construction. Now, the pocket clip is pretty interesting. It's not a recessed clip, but it does have recessed pocket clip screws. It is a titanium clip as well, a deep carry. But as you can see there, and as you can kind of see, hopefully you can kind of see in the light, but you've got some anodization going on there, but it also looked like it's got that kind of peened look to it, like that hammer, that rough hammered look to it. There you go. I hope you can kind of pick that up. It is a little bit hard to see, you know, on film. I get it, but I think you can kind of see what I'm going with that. But it's really kind of cool. It's a different touch, you know, and I'm actually kind of digging that. You know, it's interesting, and I kind of like it. Now, whether you like the blue or not, I get it. Maybe since the standoffs, you know, were bronze, maybe this would have been, you know, kind of bronzed as well. But they went with the blues, so there you go. If you like it, good. If not, well, maybe you could find something a little different. I don't know. Bronzed pivot as well. Obviously, you've got frame lock, over travel stop. There's your relief. But, man, here's where it gets fun. You can see there, you've got a flipper. Got some decent jimping on the flipper tab. Ooh, oh, looky there. Was I doing it? Yeah, I think I have my finger on the lock bar. Ooh, no. The detent's a little light on it. I'm not putting any pressure on the lock bar. Yeah, the detent's definitely a little light on it. But with a little flick, it comes right out. So, you know, the detent divas out there, we know who we're talking about. But, yeah, I mean, detent could definitely be a little bit stronger, without a doubt. But, like I said, a good, decent flip, and it comes out, no problem. Drop, I mean, it's got a decent drop to it, without a doubt. So, action, not bad. Maybe it could be just a tad bit better. But, look at that blade. I'm really liking that blade. It kind of, not to, you know, kind of make a comparison, but it does kind of remind me of, you know, like Dylan Mallory's blade style that I really enjoy. Not saying anything, just saying. But I really enjoy the blade. I like the swedge on the blade. 20 CV, guys. That's what we're working with here. Drop point, a decent forward finger choil, so you can choke up if you would like. Now, there you can see you've got some jimping on the blade, which in a regular grip, really good. In the forward choked up grip, still really good. Placement of the jimping is good. It's done well. Yeah, I'm digging that. Nice. I really like the look of that blade. Very clean. You know, no markings. Wii and Civivi, they don't. There's your marking right there. It tells you where what kind of knife it is. But other than that, I mean, there's just nothing there. Oh, you got a little bit, oh, right there, but it's so hard to see. I mean, look at that. I can't even really read it because it's done so light. So, but overall, I mean, just a nice, clean looking knife. And that's where I was going with it, guys. If you know me, I really, really like clean lines on a knife. I just really do. You know, comes down to a pretty good tip. Little bit of hashtag pokey stabby going on there. Comes down to a pretty fine tip. And it's, yeah, it's definitely pokey stabby, without a doubt. All right, let's get some specs here. What are we working with? All right, oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 3/4. What did they say officially? That's kind of what I'm getting. They're saying 7.9, so okay. It's close. Yeah, it's pretty close. Handle length, you're looking at just right about 4.5. Then, of course, that's going to give you roughly pretty close to a 3.5 inch blade length. And cutting edge is going to be right about 3 inches. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Grip length, we are working with nearly 4 inches. Yeah, I mean, 3 3/4-ish, little more. That's how it looks in my 3 3/4 inch hand. Really, really. Back to the hand model stuff. It feels good in hand, without a doubt. It feels really good in hand. Yes, it does. All right. Size comparisons. We're going to throw out the PM2. So obviously, PM2 is just a little bit bigger. Not a lot. But, well, lengthwise, of course. Obviously, it's taller. Blade is much taller. But overall length, pretty darn close. Where's it at? There it is. There's the bug out. So, and the bug out's going to be a little bit smaller. Probably about a good half-ish inch on the handle, 1/4 inch-ish on the blade. So, overall, pretty close. And just for the heck of it, we're going to throw out the Benchmade Mini Crooked River because, well, it's here. And we're just going to look at it. So that's actually... Now, it's got the Crooked River by just a little bit on both ends. Just a little bit. Yep. So, Mini Crooked River, I should say. I want to make sure I make that known. It's not the full size. It is a Mini Crooked River. Action's not bad. With the exception of that detent, like I said, detent a little bit light. So, overall, ounces, what do we got? 3.5 ounces, not very bad for nearly an 8-inch knife. 98 grams. So, not too bad overall. Like I said, we're going to take a look at that carry. Definitely a deep carry clip. Pretty solid, pretty nice, very easy in and out of pocket. Pretty decent retention as well, but it definitely disappears. Now with that, you know, obviously that pocket clip is it's gonna have a little pizzazz to it. So it's definitely gonna be sitting there and showing itself off. But if you're wearing blue jeans, it won't be too bad. So there you go. It does kind of blend in with blue jeans. So overall, what am I thinking? I really like the profile of the knife. The clean lines are absolutely excellent. The build quality is there, of course, with the exception of that detent. The detent could definitely be dialed in a little better. I mean, and you know, if you try, you're definitely going to be able to fail it. So to me, that's got a weak detent. So let's see, does it fall out? Nope, you can't shake it out, but you definitely, yep. That's a little bit of a letdown, honestly, just for me, you know, my opinion, but it is. The pocket clip, it's not bad. Like I said, it does kind of blend in with the blue jeans. You know, I think it would look a lot better if they would have went with straight bronze with the rest of the hardware. I just think that would have looked really good. Again, personal opinion. I'm not really gonna, you know, ding it for not being bronze, but I just think a full bronze clip would have looked a little better. I don't mind the hammered look to it. It's different. Gives it a little bit of character. I'm all right with that. Now, these guys sell for, which I was actually a little bit, I mean, it's not a big knife by any means, but I was a little bit surprised on how much it wasn't, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, they're not inexpensive. They sell for right around, I think they're $209 is what you can find them for. So they're not inexpensive by any means, but since it's a wee knife, guys, come on, it's titanium 20 CV, it's a limited edition. I really thought it was going to be more than that. I really did. You know, I thought we were probably easily in the 250 range, just by the limited numbers as is. Now, they do have this one they call, I forget, they call it the polished bead blast on the blade. Let's take a quick look at that again. That's what they call that finished, a polished bead blast. Now, they do have a blacked out with like a black washed blade. That, from pictures, looks really good. I like the way that looks, but I do kind of like this finish on the blade as well, that polished bead blast, as they call it. Overall, the knife is ergonomically good. Action is okay once you get past the detent. And, you know, the clip, you know, that's just kind of personal preference, honestly. It's a good deep carry clip. Hold your knife in your pocket, so it does exactly what it's supposed to do. So can't really complain about that too much. Some people might not like the color. That's fine. No big deal. It is what it is. Altogether, guys, Blues Review Crew, we're going to give it an 8 overall. Good quality, good. You know, if we had a little bit better detent, I could see it probably being 8.5, you know, in that 8.5 and 9 range, honestly, because the price isn't bad for the limited quantity. That's just my personal opinion. I was really expecting it to be more. And both models are the same price, that $209. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Overall, I really like the profile, the look, and everything about the Upshot, for sure. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. What's your overall thoughts on the Upshot? You guys know me. I like to clean lines, and this knife definitely displays that in every way. So, greatly appreciate it, guys. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.